Hi there, welcome back to my studio. I think it's time for a declutter video. I haven't done a good declutter for quite some time, and you know when you start to get the piles building up, that's how things are in my studio right now. So I don't have loads of time, so it's going to be a quick mini blitz and see how much I can get done. So this video is all about achieving lots in a short amount of time, because I know many of you are the same and you don't have all afternoon, all day to be tidying up and going through your things. This is going to be a quick mini blitz. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's been a while since I've done one like this, so let me know if you've enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up please, subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below, and let me know if you're due a good declutter as well. So let's have a quick look at what we're dealing with today. I've got these are the piles that have started to mount up. They're old kits. I've got Christmas stuff, craft bits that I want to go through as well. So we're going to deal with those. This is my space where I'm going to be going through. I want to have a tidy up in my craft basket as well. Projects that I'm currently working on and things like that, because that's also got a bit out of hand. I need a general kind of like tidy up around here. And I'm also going to have a talk about my scrapbooking system here as well. This is where I keep like papers and I keep bits and pieces for journaling and things. So I wanted to have a little chat about that too. Just having a quick tidy up before I start doing my proper declutter. I like things to be nice and tidy first. I did have a really lovely letter arrive from a friend. So I'd actually already just put that up on my shelving unit near my desk. So it can only be seen from my desk. So it feels really personal, and it just felt so special that I wanted it to be in view for just me. So I've just done that, and now I'm just going to have a quick tidy and we're going to get into the big clutter. Right, so what I want to do, I got sent some really lovely Christmas gifts from Alex at Christmas time. I've kept the box and I've decided that I will be keeping all my wintry bits in here. So I've got like old photos of the kids, I've got Christmas notepads and ribbons and all various bits and pieces. I'm going to go through, I've got die cuts, and actually tidy this up and keep everything in here. I've got a stencil have I used this stencil? No, I don't think I have. So yeah, this will be like my Christmas box. I think having things in dedicated spaces helps you stay tidier. I got this picture in my closet. Whenever I'm organising, decluttering or just tidying, I try and reuse any items I can find around the house to help me. So here I'm using the box, the gift box, to store my Christmas items in, and I'm also reusing the little paper bag to store my excess photos in as well. Always such a satisfying feeling to be able to reuse items. Same no more, 'cause the sun has made it pale. I used to have it hanging on my wall some time ago. Now I need to go through all of this. I've got an old salsa jar here that I've washed up. I'm going to keep my die cuts in here. I think that would be really handy. I've also got bits and pieces that I've been keeping for junk journaling, so I'm going to pop them to one side. And I've got like things like this. I don't know why I've kept this, but that can go in my bin pile. So I'm putting everything that I can bin in one pile. And then I've got papers here that I'm using. I've also got like some photos that I've printed off that I want to do for upcoming projects. And I'm just going to make a bit of a pile. We've got partially used stickers as well. We'll keep those. Notepads. I get through so many stickers. What's your favourite thing to use when you're journaling or scrapbooking? I also keep everything. I've got all these little bags here. They're really handy. I'm going to make a little pile of those because I love using paper bags. Things like this. So I need another box really to kind of put current things that I'm using in. And it's things like this. I've got one sticker left on here, so let's take that off and I can keep that. I'll pop that in the die cuts as well. But I'm still creating with this kit, so I don't want to lose anything because it's still really handy. And let me know actually, whilst I'm here chatting with you, is there anything in the kit that you never ever use? I did a poll recently. I was thinking that the calendars would be something that people say, no, never use them. And I was surprised at how many people said, yeah, they really like them, so we've kept them. I'm going to be using one actually. I watch Girl Up North's videos, and she has she's a completely different journaler to me. Sometimes it's more inspiring watching somebody's videos who are very, very different to you and actually seeing what they do. I find sometimes it can create some completely different kind of inspiration for you. And she has some really good journaling ideas. So I'm going to start doing a monthly page of all the good things that have happened that month. She did that recently and I really liked that idea. Mini envelopes are always popular.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello.
And I've just found my Christmas book here as well, which I haven't actually finished. Christmas didn't quite go so well, and I never finished my book. But I'm going to pop it in there because I may well go back to it, but I'm not going to stress myself about it. And then here I'm left with, these are bits I've put together for a scrapbooking page, and I've got something in mind that I want to do and it belongs on my scrapbooking table, so I'm going to move that over and we'll talk about that in a moment. This started off as a really cute little plate that I started then collecting bits and pieces, so I'm going to go through this. I do think it's really important when you have like a bits and pieces tray that you do actually go through it every now and then, because you do also end up with quite a few bits of rubbish. I've got some photos in here, and that's the other thing, you kind of print things off and then you forget you have them, and then you completely forget to make those particular projects that you had in mind. So these are all things that I can actually then work with. It's quite nice actually going through things. Got like rubbish in here as well. It gives you a bit of a memory jog of things that you kind of had planned. Found a photo of a roast dinner. I could really fancy a roast dinner right now. Right, this is what I'm left with. Papers, tags, envelopes, old stickers. I've got die cuts. I've got menus that I wanted to keep to put in my 2020 journal. A couple of calendars, my Christmas box, more die cuts. This is going in the bin. Bits and pieces and empty bags. And this was a box of Hotel Chocolat, and this is actually more of a junk journaling box now, bits and pieces. Actually, I think my bags will be quite good in there as well, just to keep it all separate. I was going to keep the sleeve that it came in, but I don't think I need that, to be honest. I think I can pop that in the recycling bin. I have to remember that this is also a declutter. I cannot keep everything, and as much as like those tiny little bits of book pages, you can get tempted and think, oh, I could cut something out of that, I could add it. You can't always keep everything, and sometimes you do need to let go of things as well. I've got so many book pages, I do not need more little bits and pieces lying around, because that's when it becomes clutter, for me anyway. Let me know how you feel about keeping little bits of paper. I think I'm actually going to go through this as well. I've got stuff here, and then I want to go through like the craft box. I'm not quite sure what I've got here. I've got stencil and stamp. I think, oh, I've got two stencils exactly the same. I think I'm going to do exactly the same actually, and just lay all of this out and actually see what I've got.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me.
So these are all scrapbooking pages that I've made in recent times that all need to be filed away. Do you know, I don't actually have a scrapbooking album for this trip. This is our 2019 trip. I need to get one actually. I've got so many pages. And then I've got various other pages as well. I need to go through these. Oh, this was LA 2013. Aid and I went and we met up with Cocoa Daisy girls. That's Christine, the tall one who owns Cocoa Daisy. That's the height difference. I'm the little one. She's really tall. She's just over a foot taller than I. I'm 4'10". And that's Stephanie and Denise. And that's us in Santa Monica, LA. And we hired a really cool little car. It's really funny when you go through. This was my 40th birthday. Oh no, I was 42. I'm holding up 2 fingers. Oh, that was it. There was a 40 sign on the wall, so I pretended. With my brother and my sister and my mum. Yeah, I've got a whole mishmash. This is 2018 Florida. I need to actually, I think I do need another album. I need to go through these and actually have a proper tidy. Let me know how you organize your scrapbook pages. I love this one. This was when we went to Palm Springs. So yeah, I need a new album for our 2019 trip. So I'm going to leave all these where they were. Now, this is something I miss. Disney planning with a coffee. And here we are, 99 days to go. Oh, I miss that excitement so much. Now this is when a quick declutter ends up taking several hours. I've just been going through those scrapbooking pages. I need to step back. My job today wasn't to organize scrapbooking pages. My job today was to tidy up and have a quick declutter. That is a job for another day. I'm going to leave the bottom trays empty. I always include free postcards. I generally write a note when somebody places an order. So actually I'm going to pop them in there. I might even add some more. That's quite handy because I always pack orders up here and then I can easily grab one. How do you store your old kits? I'm going to go through mine now. This is the Christmas kit and actually I'm going to dissect it. I've got washi tape here stuck on stickers, and the Christmas bits like the stickers can go in the Christmas box, but some of this can actually be binned. I'm not going to be using all of these bits and pieces, so I'm only going to keep what I really need. Again, we've got more bags. I love these. This is stamped with paint and gone around with a pen. These are so handy to add to pages. Sometimes it's nice having bits and pieces, but things like this, I'm not going to keep anymore because it just becomes clutter. So I'm going to be ruthless and just keep what I think I'm really going to use. Realistically, am I going to use these? I don't think so. However, I can never bin a die cut. I've got to keep those. I'm going to take the die cut bag from my Christmas box and make sure that those bits and pieces get kept. I like having coloured trays for things. These have become really handy. These were actually what our Starbucks Bean There mugs were in, and I've kept those because they're nice little dividers. Having everything in one tray makes it feel very messy and less organised. But this actually feels a lot tidier. For example, this is just stickers, this one, so that's really handy. But I am going through and actually taking out bits and pieces that I've kept and that I'm not going to use. A bit of screwed up old vellum, for example. It's also good to go through things. I've completely forgotten I had this fabric. I love that. I'd love to make some hairbands out of that. So that can go in here. And I'm going to put my journals in here as well. So there. I've got some fabric dye here as well. I wanted to dye the towels in the kids' bathroom to like a really dark colour. Let's put my journals in there. These are my journals that I'm currently working in. What's this one? Oh, I made a goals book. That's really cool. This is another journal that I want to carry on using. It's my pandemic journal from last year, and there's still so much more I want to document, and I've got pages still at the back, so that's something. This has actually become a journaling tray. I've just realized that. Let's take the die out. These are bits and pieces that I wanted to use in my journal. I've just now unintentionally created a journal tray. What have I got in the bottom here? Every time when we went out last year, not that we went out very much, but as pubs reopened, I kept menus from like the good paper menus. So, and I've got my Starbucks sleeves here. So actually let's have these in here because I know that I want to go back and do bits in my 2020 album. I've got a couple of other little mini journals here that I've started, so we'll pop those in there. So these are all journals on the go, and I've got things like bits of ribbon. But then my ribbon jars live on the windowsill, all colour coordinated, so that should live in there. So all the stickers that I've just been going through and popping to one side, these can now all live in the sticker box. Die cut, I'm going to keep those because they're from the current kit, as are those, so I might keep those out. What have I got in here? And then I can even keep my die cuts in here as well, actually. That feels quite nice and organised. And then all I need to do, if I want to go and journal like in the lounge or something, I can just take the tray out and I've got everything I need. There's more menus there. I'm quite happy with that actually, and then I just need to grab a pot of pens and I'm done. I don't believe it, I found something that I lost. It's a tiny little journal that I started, I think it was about 2015, and I couldn't find it, and I really wanted to find it recently. I had a really important page in here that I found a while ago, and it's one that I'd journaled in, like I said, 2015, and it meant so much. It was like a goals page, and it wasn't until I saw it last year that I'd realised that we'd actually completely filled those goals, and I never ever occurred that at one point they were dreams and then they've become reality over the last few years, and they're big things as well, and it just never ever occurred to me until I saw them written in black and white in this journal. You know what they say about write down your goals, your dreams, and it really helps you actually then achieve them. It was amazing to actually see this actually in black and white on paper, and I thought I'd lost it, so I'm really pleased that I found it. Right, what I'm going to do, because this is actually a really deep box, it was never bought for the intention of what I'm using it for, but it is quite handy. I'm going to keep, I've got some picture frames, I've got some blank journals that I've been gifted, and I've got the Christmas box and the junk journal box. I'm going to keep these, I like those a lot, and they can go in there. I'm going to keep these all in here at the base, and then I think I'm going to put my new journaling tray on the top. I found some other Disney fabric as well that I forgot I had. I think that's something I love about decluttering, finding things that you forgot you had. So we'll put fabric in there. Doesn't that look so much tidier? I'm so happy with that. It looks so organised now. I found these as well in here that I forgot I had too. If you've recently had a declutter and you found things as well that you completely forgot you had, let me know what you found. It's like almost like treasure hunting. It's like having a birthday and just finding things that you completely forgot you had. It's such a lovely feeling. Now the next space I'm going to tackle is my scrapbooking space. The problem I have with this space is this is where I keep everything ready for kit packing. If you're new to my channel, I have a monthly kit club. I make scrapbooking and journaling kits. So that is where I collect everything for the upcoming kits. I'm about to start kit packing today, so that all needs to come out anyway. So what I think I'm going to do, move all that out. I pack my kits around the dining table. One, because I have a much wider space than in here. I can walk around my table. And two, because I generally kit pack for up to between 12 and 15 hours a day. I do that for about 4 days running, and I don't want to be in here on my own for that amount of time. So I go in the lounge, in the dining area, I pack kits, I watch movies, but I can also hang out with the family as well. So it's a much nicer thing for me to do. So I'm going to clear that out, and then we're going to get into tidying up that space. Right, that looks much better. That's all ready now to be packed. I am just going to have a quick tidy up here. This is my old scrapbooking box. I've spoken about this so many times. It was basically the top of my nappy or diaper, if you're in the States, box. And bearing in mind my daughter is now 21, it's quite an old box, but it's really handy. It's got a little handle in the middle. So if ever I've wanted to go scrapbooking in the lounge, everything is in here. I've got kits, like various 12 by 12 bits and pieces. I've got papers, like smaller papers. In the middle there, I've got pencils. I've got tape runner. These little bags are really handy as well. And in here, I've got like loads of old photos. I've just put these in that I found over there. Loads of bits. So if I wanted just to grab a box and go, I have got things printed out that I can use. And then in here, I've got like washi tape. I've got journaling cards. I've got loads and loads of stickers. It's just a really, really handy box to have. I've got note papers. There's paints there. Loads and loads of bits, and it's all ready to go. I like to keep that there. I'm going to give it a very quick tidy though. Right, that is so much tidier. And the idea always was this space here was for any 12 by 12 pages that I was in the middle of working on. So here, this was the page that I had laid out using scraps of paper. I'm going to keep it here, and then the idea is I can then just stick things down or add to it, and it's almost like a page on the go. I don't have to spend ages creating it. I can almost just stick things down as I walk past, and it's like a page in progress. So there we have it, my decluttered space and my new journaling area, or my box I should say. I'm so much happier with that. And I also have my scrapbooking space back, so I'm really pleased with that too. I'm really happy with having that mini declutter. Sometimes I think that's what you need to do. Rather than take loads of time out and declutter a space, taking little chunks at a time. I know I've said that loads of times to you, but just doing little areas at a time, it just feels so much more manageable. This has taken me about an hour in the end. It would have been a lot shorter had I not have been distracted by the scrapbooking pages and having a look through. I did have fun though. But no, it's taken me an hour, and that's not too bad, and I feel nicely organized. So I really, really encourage you to do the same. Bite off little chunks at a time and just do your decluttering in small stages. It makes it a lot easier, and it feels so much less overwhelming. So thank you very much for decluttering with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have decluttering to do too, and will you be doing baby chunks, and which area in your house will you be decluttering. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and please do give me a thumbs up if you need to declutter or if you feel inspired to go and declutter too. Thank you so much. Bye.